Well, hello folks, welcome along to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet and we are back with this ETS2 career mode save. I have just picked up a large lorry load of grapes from Charles de Gaulle Airport in just north of Paris. You can see there the airport just to the right there, and we are going to be driving this all the way over to Nantes in western France, and we're doing it for a reason. Yes, we are heading back to look at Austria, but I did kind of think, well, let's do something while we're over here, and so we're going to be just getting the first leg of one of the achievements that is in the Vive la France DLC. And I'm doing this because actually when I was looking at it, it's not that easy to figure this out if you actually look this up online and you have the real name mod. The real name mod. It's very gets very confusing. So I want to talk about that. And there's also a massive announcement from SLS. So no, SCS, not SLS. Who the hell are SLS? So we want to talk about that as well, because another DLC has been officially announced, although it is quite a long way in the future. So let's just have a quick look at the route and then we'll come back and talk about some of those things. Okay, so we've got just over 360 miles. It's going to take us 7 hours 32 to get there. We're coming down south out of Paris, and then we take a road on the A10 west out through past Le Mans, and then through to Nantes. And we haven't actually picked up Nantes. I don't think we'll be picking up Le Mans, but we could just briefly go in there. I wonder if the racetrack is there. Not that I think we'll necessarily see it, but yeah, we may just briefly go in there just to pick up that city. Still a long way to go in terms of picking up all the cities in France, and the I can't remember the achievement for that, but it is something that is on the list, as well as a bunch of other things. It's mainly the northern cities that we've kind of failed to do. We spent quite a long time in southern France. Right, folks, let's get on the road, and we'll talk a bit about the achievement that we're doing in a second, and also that big old announcement from SCS. So I'll see you in a bit when we get out of Paris. Oh, Jesus. I was completely stuck there. I had this car on the inside who absolutely zoomed. He was coming past us and then he just stopped, but was just level with us, and we were trying to kind of go, we needed to go left there, but yeah, he just wouldn't get out of the way, so we gave him a little nudge. I don't think that counts for bad driving. I'm sure you'll agree, but yeah, this is him again. Jesus Christ, he's all over the place. Oh dear. So we're just coming south of Paris now. It's a fairly sort of complicated little area around Paris, and I was reminded in the comment that actually Paris was part of the base game, and Vive la France actually added in around that. So there's Paris and some of the northern French cities, and perhaps that's why they're not so beautifully generated, because they're not actually part of the Vive la France DLC. I think that makes a lot of sense. So that kind of explains it, and hopefully they are kind of thinking about upgrading Paris, because that seems such an obvious city to with all the landmarks that it has to kind of upgrade. One of the other things that was mentioned to me in the comments, in an extensive comment from Kim Reinkinen, that there is talk that London, or no, the UK map is going to be reworked fairly soon, or it's in the pipeline now. It is something that's going to happen. So I guess Switzerland will come and go, and then maybe the UK will come after that, which is just amazing. So I'll be very excited once they've done that to head back to the UK and have a proper look around, and I'm sure you'll be excited to come along with me. So all of those things are sort of exciting things for the future, although no full announcement has been made for that. What we have got an announcement for, which is very, very exciting, is a new DLC, which I kind of alluded to last time, but it now has a name, the Nordic Horizons DLC. And you can see on Steam some information around that DLC, so if you are interested in finding out more, go on Steam. They've got a little teaser trailer on the YouTube channel, and it's only about a minute video, but wow, it looks spectacular. And basically the DLC will take the northern parts of Finland, Sweden and Norway. Iceland is not included in there as far as I could tell, and it's going to sort of cover those. So I don't think there's probably going to be as many cities or towns because there's just not that much up there, but in terms of spectacular driving, I think it's going to be on another level. From what I'd seen, it's going to be amazing. There is that, I think it's in Norway, that road that kind of was kind of engineered. Was it Sweden or Norway? There's some quite amazing roads that have been engineered across a bunch of islands. I think it's Norway. They went on a recent Top Gear. They went on it when they did the Scandi job. They went on that road, and not Top Gear, the whatever they do now. But yeah, it looks an amazing road to drive on. So that's very, very exciting. They say it's about 2 years away potentially, but they're in a position to now kind of tell people about it. So I'm very, very excited about that potentially. It's going to be superb. Going to be really, really nice to drive on, and I'm sure we are all looking forward to it. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on the new DLC. What have you seen in that that's really exciting you so far in terms of the content that has been revealed? And let's not forget, we also know that we've got the Greece DLC coming out really soon, and the Switzerland rework coming out soon. So, or how soon I don't know, but that's all going to come out in the meantime. So it is a rich tapestry at the moment, Euro Truck Simulator 2. It's very, very exciting times. We're kind of driving in the middle of the road. Right, I've realised I actually kind of need a sleep at some point, so we can do that at a variety of points. Yeah, so there's potentially up there. Yeah, so we've gone a decent distance with me nattering away to 272 miles to go. So yeah, excited about that. Let me know your thoughts on all of that in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you in a second, and we'll talk a bit about the specific achievement that we're trying to do today, which I probably should have said earlier on in the episode, but you know, we don't do things normally here. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Oh, that is so annoying. I was just making sure I had my headlights on. I was just flicking through the lights, and just as I was doing that, I switched it off for a second, and right behind me just came the police. That's not fair. I was just playing with my lights. Oh, that annoys me. That annoys me. We are going to be stopping in at Le Mans shortly, although I think what we will do is we'll stop here at this rest stop, have a sleep, come back, and then go to Le Mans afterwards. So I'll see you when we get to that rest stop, where hopefully we can avoid the French police causing us more trouble. Okay, here we come. We need to go... Oh, cripes. We need to go around here to make sure we can find somewhere nice to sleep. Do we need petrol? No, we don't. But it would be good to avoid crashing into that sign, perhaps. Something like that. No trailer damage though, it just kind of clips us. Right, and parking. No, we'll park next to Sag and Tree. Right, I'll see you in the morning. Woo! Early morning start, just after 5 o'clock. As you can see, we have picked up a little bit extra cash. We got £480,000 in the bank. We are going to be making the purchase of our next garage today, based on the comments that you left. So we'll be doing that very, very shortly. But that will come right at the end. First of all, we're going to be heading off to Le Mans. Hopefully when we get there it's going to be nice and bright and we can see the if the racetrack is included in the game. Maybe I can drive around it, who knows. I'll see you there. Well, there we go. 14 out of 31 cities discovered. Le Mans is our 14th city. We'll be also picking up Nantes today, so we'll be halfway there. I think it's just a lot of cities in the north that are lacking in being picked up. While we're sort of driving around Le Mans and looking for any sign of the I guess, I mean, maybe I'm wrong about this, but it feels like Le Mans 24 hours race is probably the most world famous race. Is that fair to say, or am I biased because I'm European? I think some of the Formula One races, some of the NASCAR and things like that are well known, but I feel Le Mans 24 hours kind of transcends all of that. But yeah, I'd love to get your opinion. But one of the things I wanted to ask about was AI traffic. Now, obviously, with each DLC, we get an upgrade to what things look like within that DLC, and that doesn't affect things outside of the DLC. So how does traffic fit into all of that? So I'm really just trying to get at, is the does the traffic that, for example, you have driving around the UK, and we're just going past this Iveco factory, trucks dealership on the right. This is part of the reason for coming into this. So does traffic in the early DLC, is it as intelligent as it is in the latest DLCs, or is it completely unrelated? Is traffic the same throughout the game? Does anyone know about that? I was just kind of came to me a little while ago whilst I was I can't go there, but just while I was sort of thinking about driving around France, and had some interesting encounters which I hadn't really had so much of when I was driving around other parts of the game, but I'm it may just be a complete coincidence. So let me know, folks. I'm not seeing any evidence of anything other than this rather nice looking town. We want to go right there. Is there anyone behind? There is now. I mean, this is cheating a touch. Oh, great. There we go. Right. Looks brilliantly done. Yeah, just an interesting point, really, though, on traffic. I don't know how much they do to that, and how isolated traffic actually is in the game in terms of between DLCs, or if it's just the same. It's completely separate from the DLCs, perhaps. I don't know. Certainly, the types of traffic you see are specific, it seems, to the DLCs, because you do have certain types of truck that you'll see going around. I can't remember where I was. I saw lots of fire engines all the time around around one certain area. So, yeah, interesting thoughts there. Right, you're not coming around here, are you? Okay, right, off we go. So Le Mans didn't have the race circuit, but then I have no idea where it is in comparison to the town, so I may just not be looking in the right places. And we got the glare of the sun to kind of contend with. Right. Okay, so we've got 1 hour, we've got 170 odd mile, going over some interesting, probably country roads there. Maybe not, actually, it's still the A11, but we look like we're going through a part of France with not a huge sort of population centre, no big cities around there. So we'll see what that looks like. But for now, I will leave you, and in the next one, we'll talk about the achievement that we're trying to get to, getting the first leg of in, because otherwise you're not going to know about it at all. Really, I'm not doing this the right way round, am I? Huh. Oh, Christ. Not again. I got done by the road there. I noticed something on the road, that when you need to change lanes, there's some arrows that like point outwards. So the arrows you can see on the map on the GPS are pointing forward, but when you need to change lanes, they point in a different direction. I thought that wasn't happening on the previous thing, so I stayed in the outside lane or the inside lane. It turned out there was not as many arrows as I would see. See there, you can see them just pointing inwards. So yeah, well, who can I blame for that? Oh dear me, it's not the most not the greatest drive, is it? Let's talk about this DLC then. Let's talk about this achievement. So what we're trying to do is leg 1 of the check-in, check-out achievement, and that is essentially delivering to all of the airport cargo terminals across the France, the Vive la France DLC. Well, in fact, it's all the way across France, I think, because Paris is included on that. So there are 8 terminals, and they are, I've got them listed here. I'm going to put this list in the comments down below so you can have a look yourself and you've got somewhere to refer to. It is Brest, Clemond-Ferrand, Montpellier, Nantes. How are we speeding? Paris. Oh dear me. I was reading and driving, so don't blame me on that. Toulouse, Bastia, and Calvi, and basically what you have to do is take a delivery to the Air France depot. Well, that's not quite what it is. So that's what. Oh my lord! Off. Oh. Well, doesn't even stop. Just drives off. Doesn't swap insurance details or anything. Just drives off into the sunset. I shouldn't read and drive, should I? That's 2 accidents in the space of about 5 seconds. Oh dear. So yes, so if you've got the real name fix on, it is going to be Air France you're delivering to. But if you look at any of the information about this online, it's a company called FLE, and I did not make the connection initially that it was the real name fix that had screwed me up, and I was sort of looking around trying to figure out, well, where is this FLE place? Couldn't find it anywhere. It's just Air France. Now the cargo itself, as far as I can tell, doesn't matter. It just needs to go from any location to one of these terminals. So the Air France or FLE terminal in one of those 8 cities, and so you need all 8 to complete the achievement. There's a lot of these sort of things in the Vive la France DLC, isn't there? There's some quite long, grueling achievements that you have to really kind of work hard to get through, like the going nuclear one, which we've so far done 1 of. So this will be number 1 of this. I think it will be number 1 of this particular achievement as well. Hopefully that all made sense in amongst all the crashes, but it's not it's not as straightforward when you've got the this particular mod. The real name fixes on there. You just need to be mindful that it is Air France that you're looking for. Right, folks, I'm going to go on. I don't think there's anything really interesting else to talk about. We'll go through Nantes. We're going to pick that up, and then we'll go to this the Air France depot there and drop off our big lorry load of grapes. Sounds good to me. 1 hour 50 minute away, 86 miles away, and I'll try and keep my eyes on the road. We didn't actually pick up the city, which is interesting, but I suspect we will do when we do the delivery, because it is labelled as Nantes, so maybe it's just a little bit far away. We need to be going right here. I think you can sort of see it around here. Should be an airport just down there. I don't know whether we can see any planes taking off and landing, but I don't know whether this is an international airport as well or just a freight terminal. But you can see it on the map there, just down, not far away, just 9 miles away. We'll drop off our load and yeah, have a look at the sights of Nantes. I don't know really what sights I'd expect to see there, but yeah, here we go. A lot of people parked. It was a suitably large airport. Car broken down there. Or is this just people parking on the side of the road so they don't actually have to pay for parking? So, I mean, I can understand that. Airport parking is criminal. I think whatever country you're in, they just get as much as they possibly can out of it. Right, here we go. We can see where we're dropping it off, just on the right there. And oh Christ, not into the sign. In fact, we do want to take that relatively wide, and you can see there. Oh, we have there we go. Picked up Nantes here. There we go. Good job. Again, we'll just play it safe with that. We've done a fair few reverse parks. I haven't done them many of them recently, in all honesty. But you know, we get 15 XP doing this, so it's easy enough. Right, there we go. There we go. Yes, and there we go. First out of 8 for the check-in, check-out achievement. We're up to level 26, so let's go and add that. What are we going to put on? So I think we go for the last ADR. That seems like a good plan to me. Nice. Right, so final part of the episode, I want to buy our next garage, and the choice was between a few cities that I mentioned, but in the comments, one of them that was voted for, I think we had one vote for Lyon, one vote for Malmo, and one vote for finished city of Lati, which we haven't picked up yet. So the answer to it all, we are going to be going into Lyon if we can, and we're going to be buying our garage in Lyon. It's only a small garage. Yes, there we go. Three slots there, but it does mean we have access to all this area here. There's a few places you can see around France that we haven't collected yet, but this seems like a good thing. So 180,000 euros. There we go. And we will be buying, we've got enough money to buy a truck, so we're going to go into the used trucks, see what we can find here. I'll just have a quick look through and come back when I found something. I think I'm going to go for this one. This is basically the same truck I've got. It's in mint condition, really very little. Oh yes, it can be upgraded, and the engine power is only 311 horsepower, but I think that will do. I think we'll get that one. And we're going to put that in. We're going to go into put it into Lyon. I think we've got one space elsewhere, but let's have someone in Lyon. There we go. And finally, we need a driver to drive our truck. I think the best looking driver is this guy, Marianne B, who's got a few bits, but he's got 2 in high value cargo. I think that's the high value and that's the fragile cargo. 1 in long distance, 1 in fragile cargo. So I think I will be hiring him, and we will be moving him into France. Enjoy that, mate. Enjoy the Iveco. It's a cracking truck. There we go. We've still got 170 odd grand in the bank, so we could buy another one fairly soon, but we're not planning to do that anytime soon. Anyway, folks, pretty darn pleased about that. We have done well. We have done well, folks. That will do, though. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and come back next time where hopefully we'll be completing the Going Camping achievement. That is my want. We'll see whether we are able to do that. I will see you very, very shortly. Goodbye.